Hey everybody, I wanted to come and excuse me, I'm driving. I wanted to come and make a video right quick on the law of assumption. So I have been taking a whole nother route to spirituality. I have been on my spiritual journey for about 5.5 years now, you can say. And I initially started with practicing the law of attraction. I came into the law of attraction when I was doing research on spirituality and how to call things into existence. I didn't know the word for it because I wasn't spiritual at the time. So I started Googling it and the law of attraction came up. So anyway, y'all know what the law of attraction is, but for those who don't, it's pretty much getting into the frequency of what you desire and then calling it for attracting it. So in order to attract something, you have to be on its equivalent of frequency or vibration of it. So I got into the law of attraction, and then I started progressing into other forms of spiritual manifestation, other modalities that I will get into in other videos. So fast forward 5.5 years, I have studied all type of stuff, read all type of books, but recently I have been led to backtrack, or what I thought is backtracking, and I'm going to tell you why it's not backtracking. But I felt like it was a form of backtracking because some videos started popping up on my timeline about manifesting specific things, including specific people, circumstances, money, cars, material things, and being very specific about it. And I immediately thought about the law of attraction, and what kind of deterred me from the law of attraction was it told you can manifest whatever whatever thing that you wanted, but you couldn't have certain things. So like, say if I wanted a black car, it pretty much tells you, okay, you can manifest this black car, but anything in regards to having free will, like manifesting a specific person, you can't do that. It's pretty much what I got from the law of attraction, and I kind of felt like that was a major limiting belief, because if we are here having we're a spirit having a human experience, but we're God can have whatever it wants to have. And so when I was listening to these videos like recently, I was like, okay, so this is not the law of attraction. This is something totally different. The law of assumption is pretty much equivalent to how the law of gravity is. The law of gravity is always working, even when you're not even thinking about it. It's always working. You could throw something in the air, it's gonna fall. You can't cut it off. So that's how the law of assumption is. It's always working. You can't cut it off. So that goes to say that whatever we think, whatever we assume, hence the word assumption, whatever we assume has to manifest, because you assumed it was going to manifest. That's just like when somebody says, dang, I said that was going to happen. It's not so much that you are a prophet or anything spectacular. You knew it was going to happen because you said it. You assumed that it was going to happen, and it happened. It had to show up. So when we mindlessly create and things show up in our reality, we think that it's a prophecy thing, or we prophet, whatever. Imagine if we can do that on purpose with stuff we really want, and not just stuff we just talking out the side of our neck and stuff just popping up and we wondering, how did that happen? I'm a magician now. So I have been consciously assuming stuff in my reality, like assuming that I'm going to get some orders today for my business, or assuming that somebody's going to pay for my lunch today, and the stuff has been manifesting. So I have been practicing the law of assumption, And I want you guys to look into what the law of assumption is, because ain't nothing like doing your own research and understanding your own, learning how to understand something and how your mind understands it versus somebody else telling you what it is. So pretty much another run through with the law of assumption. The law of assumption is merely assuming what you desire and it manifesting. Okay, having that belief, it's almost like creating a virtual reality, or another reality I should say, where you have all that you desire and you're assuming that you have it in this reality too. It's very similar to the topic of parallel universes and how there is already a universe where we already have everything we desire. So say if you want that car, there's a universe where you already have that car. So the law of assumption is pretty much you assuming that you are in that universe where you own that car. And your mind agreeing with it, because you have to train your mind to agree with a thing. Like, you have to, I'm not going to say you got to believe it, because some people say that you don't really have to believe what you're affirming because it's going to happen anyway. And I see how that could be true. But the law of attraction teaches that you have to believe it and you have to be in a feeling space. And that's another kind of limiting belief, I think, because what if I we're having a human experience down here. Everything ain't going to be peachy keen all the time. So what if I don't feel like being in that vibration of what I want? I just know I want it. That should not deprive me of the fact of having it. Okay. So I say all that to say, the biggest task with the law of assumption is ridding yourself of those old stories that you tell yourself. You can't have that. You don't even have enough money in your account. How you gonna buy that? It don't matter. If I'm always being provided for, if I am a master manifester, if things are always coming to me easily, it don't matter if I don't have enough money in my account to get it. It's gonna come to me some type of way, right? That is pretty much what the law of assumption, I should say, intentfully enforcing the law of assumption. That's what you have to do. You have to tell those negative beliefs, no, we're not telling that same story, because we're master manifestors. It is my birthright to have whatever that I desire. I don't know how. It is not meant for me to know how I'm gonna get it, but I just know this is what I want and I have it. I know that my current reality is telling me that I don't have and that I am without, but my current reality is operating off of a delay. So my new mindset has to catch up with my current reality, so that my current reality can be a manifestation of my current changed mindset. That's what you have to tell yourself. You have to constantly coach yourself. Just like people seek coaches and relationship counselors, you have to be your own coach, because you are, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with going and getting a coach or a counselor, but when you can't be with those counselors and coaches, you have to be your own coach, because only you truly know what it is that you really, really want. Only you truly know what it is that you really want. So you really have to sit down with your mind. It's almost like talking to somebody who have bad understanding. It's like, okay, come sit down. This is what you have to do. This is what we're not going to do. Okay? Even if you got to sit down with yourself 20 times a day, at least you correcting that behavior. Don't let it go haywire, because you've spent your whole life letting your mind go haywire. So now is the time to hold yourself accountable, is what I'm trying to say. So this is a short video on what the law of assumption is. This is just a general overview, but I will be making more videos going into detail about it. If y'all want coaching, one-on-one coaching with me, email me. My email address is godkey, one word, godkey333@gmail.com. I will put it in the description. Okay? I'll see y'all later.